Hello. All right. So I would like to take a look at, I'm sure you guys have all heard about the Polish woman named Julia who is claiming that she is Madeleine McCann. Madeleine McCann is a little girl that went missing, that was abducted or taken from her hotel room, I believe in Portugal, about 16 years ago. Don't quote me on that. But I mean, gosh, I'm pretty sure that everybody has heard about Madeleine McCann. Very sad story. There's a lot of weird things about that story. Anyway, I want to ask today if this Julia is actually Madeleine McCann like she's claiming. So let's just take a look. I have my personal opinion, but let's see what the cards say. I actually think that this Polish woman, Julia, thinks for real that she might be Madeleine McCann. I actually feel, I don't feel that she's like making this up to try to get up on someone or get followers. I know a lot of people thought that maybe she's doing this to try to get followers. I don't think that. From what I'm seeing here, I actually feel that she actually did think, at least for a little bit, at least for a time, that maybe she was Madeleine McCann. Now, does that mean that, does she still think that? I don't know that she still thinks it. It's a little murky. What I'm getting, though, is there is someone, here's what I would say to Julia if I had a chance to talk to her. She's going to get a lot of backlash. I think she already has, actually. I'm not completely up on the full story of this woman, but I think she's gotten some backlash. But in any event, she's going to be getting a lot of backlash about this whole thing of her claim that she's, Madeleine McCann. I know that there's a lot of discrepancies, like the age thing. Her eye doesn't quite match that little mark that Madeleine had in her eye. Personally, when I saw her picture and I saw it, somebody put it like, put the two pictures side by side. Personally, I didn't think she looked like Madeleine McCann, but that's just my opinion. I do think that she initially really thought for real that she was Madeleine McCann. I don't think she started out doing this to try to get followers or anything like that. But what I do think is there's a lot of backlash coming, and I would tell her to be careful because I think there's going to be a lot of negative thrown her way. So yes, I don't think she's Madeleine McCann at all. But I think she thought, for at least for a time, that she was. So, but man, I'm telling you, I'm seeing some really mean stuff coming at her. And here's what I would say too. There's people can be upset, and I have my own thoughts on the whole Madeleine McCann circumstances. If you guys would like to see me do a rating on Madeleine McCann, leave it in the comments and let me know, because I have some very specific thoughts about that that I picked up intuitively, and it's not good. So anyway, but like I said, let me know in the comments below if you want me to do a video on Madeleine McCann. I will. But about this Julia, I don't think I don't think she's Madeleine McCann, and I think she actually did think that she was Madeleine McCann, although I think she's starting to feel like maybe she's not. And that's probably from feedback and comments and whatever. People, coming up with different discrepancies, and so now she's rethinking that. I actually think that this Julia woman might have some past stuff that happened in her life. I don't know anything about her family. I understand that there was some kind of Facebook post that was made on behalf of Julia's family that was like their statement about what they thought about this whole thing. I didn't read it. I just heard that they had some things to say, and it didn't put Julia in a good light, from what I understand. But I feel like I don't know that Julia necessarily had the best childhood. Now, did she have the worst? No. But I do feel that there were a few things that occurred in her early life that may have caused her to do and say some of the things that she's doing and saying now, even before she came out with this claim. So, I would just say, let's not, crucify this girl, because I feel like she didn't start out with a malicious intent. That's not what I'm getting. I'm not getting that. So I feel like she genuinely thought that. But, anyway, do I think that she's Madeleine? No. And I think she actually thought she was at first, but I think she is now believing that she's not. And it's based off of a bunch of stuff that came out. So that's kind of what I got on, this Polish woman, Julia, and I wish her all the best, and I hope she does get some help.